Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
The white.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra, Nitai Gaura Chandra, Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra, Nitai Gora Chandra, Nitai Gora Chandra, Jaya Gora Hari. Jaya Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannatha, Jagannatha, Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol. Nitai Gaura Premanandi.
Hare Krishna. Yes. So, like last week, as part of our New Year change, right after Kirtan, we are all gonna get together and chant one round. Adi, even the Sunday school also, they can chant one round? Yeah, Hare Krishna Sunday school kids. Yeah, so we'll get together and we'll chant one round.
My pocket there. So everyone is here with your chanting beads or something. So if you are here with your chanting beads, you can keep company with your chanting beads. It's time to chant Mala. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram. Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. I think it's finished. All right. So thank you for participating in this chanting. And yeah, this is our whole business in the 21st century in Kali Yuga. 21st century is subsumed in Kali Yuga, and the the religious dharma, or the prescribed religion for the age of Kali, is this chanting. Is this chanting. So If we are doing many other things, chanting many other mantras, is good. We are engaging in so many other spiritual activities, is good. But this is the core, this is the pivotal function of all religious principles. All right, so we'll go to the class. Right?
Yeah. Maharaj, I'll just give short introduction so
Okay.
that everyone knows. So Maharaj is a familiar face, but still it's good whenever visiting Vaishnavas come, we glorify them before they give the class. So, and I still remember the class which Maharaj gave last time on the scientific benefits of chanting.
Okay.
And Maharaj does such an amazing job in terms of harmonizing spirituality and science. So Maharaj is such an expert. So with that, I'll give a short introduction. So His Holiness Bhakti Vasudeva Maharaj, he is an initiating guru within ISKCON, and he is also a member of the Spiritual Advisors Bhagavad Assembly Sabha, which is a partner of the GBC. Maharaj has spent over 35 years as a monk. So that shows
Now,
Maharaj.
now 40.
Oh, now 40. Okay.
41 now.
40. Okay. This needs to be corrected. So
Yeah.
41 years. So that shows the dedication of Maharaj. And that means we also get to get lot of deep wisdom. When somebody is in spirituality for that long, such Vaishnavas carry deep wisdom. So we are very lucky to have Maharaj. Oh yeah, here is written. Maharaj joined in Nigeria in 1984, and he is initiated by His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. So that makes Maharaj godbrother of Anusya Mataji. Then he played a very important role in West Africa during the early days of the preaching there. And in just a few months after his initiation, he became a member of the management committee and later president of the Lagos state chapter of ISKCON. So here, like I was saying, one very important quality of Maharaj, that he has very personal relationships with his young mentees. So even I have had one-on-one session with Maharaj, and I found it extremely beneficial. And his main thrust is he encourages young devotees, like teenagers and people of my age, in their spiritual practices, and how to find the balance between spiritual life and material life. So this is the spiritual side aspect of Maharaj. Now I want to say about the scholastic aspect. Maharaj is very deeply entrenched in academia. So Maharaj has a PhD in applied management and decision science from Walden University in Minneapolis. And he has done over 35 publications in international academic journals. So what is the quality of Maharaj? Maharaj is expert in integrating spirituality and science, and this is recognized by journals that are read by engineers, managers worldwide. So that's the quality of Maharaj. So without taking much more time, I'll hand over the floor to Maharaj, and Maharaj can report.
Jai
His Holiness
Sister Gaurani Tai Ki Jai.
His Holiness Bhakti Vasudeva Maharaj ki.
Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So what do? We do the class or what? What is the next thing?
Yeah, Maharaj, you can start class if you want to be there.
Okay. You already done a lot of chanting, so let's just go straight to the class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the management for giving me the opportunity to be here again, and to thank all of you for coming to participate in this Krishna consciousness. Sometimes we are on a path of Krishna consciousness, and the tendency is to think that, is something very easy for everybody. Why are you not doing it? It's very common, right? Your family members, they are not supporting, they are not participating. You get offended. You say, why are you not doing it? This is very simple. Yeah, it's not very simple. It looks like it's very simple, but that is because one has acquired the impetus to be able to cultivate, to practice. There's one thing, going to law school. Another thing is being a legal practitioner. One thing, going to medical school. Another thing, being a medical practitioner. Because some people, they go to medical school, and when they graduate, they get the MD, but they choose not to practice medicine. They go to do farming. Or they go to do business. The same thing. People go to law school, they graduate, they're lawyers, they don't practice. They choose to do business or do fishing or whatever. But these are fields of human endeavor that people really hanker to be involved in those professions. So, if someone went to law school, I got a law degree and the certification to be able to practice, and he does not practice, he's not called a legal practitioner. So, yes, he's a barrister. He's not a legal practitioner. He studied law. He got a degree. Someone went to medical school. He got a medical degree, MD. He's not practicing. He's not called a medical practitioner. He's a doctor. It's just a difference. I mean, it's like I went to one temple one day, and the president was introducing me as a PhD scholar. So he thought that was a very big a boost to my credentials. So after the class, I told him that I have finished my PhD a long time ago. Why is there a PhD scholar? A PhD scholar is someone who is doing his PhD. He's not finished. He's not a doctor yet. So sometimes we don't get things straight. And therefore, as simple as Krishna consciousness may seem to be, we need to understand the basics, the foundation, the fundamentals in Krishna consciousness. And because if we don't know those fundamentals that are needed for our expedited devotional growth, we may neglect even those very essential elements for growth in Krishna consciousness. Oh yeah, it's very easy. So, we would like to read a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, but we'll come to these other topics. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 18. The title of this chapter is Conclusion, the Perfection of Renunciation. This is a digital age, so this time to Prabhupada say utility is the principle. Whatever you have, you can utilize it to Krishna consciousness for your spiritual growth. You have a car, you can drive to the temple to participate in the program. You have a phone, you can download all these apps, the Veda base. And that is the perfection of the digital culture, you know. You see, as researchers, we're supposed to go to the libraries, sit down in libraries for, many hours. But I've forgotten when I went to the library last, you know. You just do your research on the internet. Everything is there with your smartphone or with your computer. So this is the time. Use your smartphones. You go check this verse. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 18, so that we are on the same page. Jnanam Gyayam Parigyata Trivida Kamachodana Karanam Kamakateti Trivida Kamasangraha Jnanam Gyayam Parigyata Trivida Kamachodana Karanam Kamakateti Trivida Kamasangraha. Please, can you respond but repeat? Jnanam Gyaya Parigyata Trivida Kamachodana Karanam Kamakateti Trivida Kamasangraha Jnanam Gyayam Parigyata Trivida Kamachodana Karanam Kamakateti Trivida Kamasangraha Jnanam Gyayam Parigyata Trivida Kamachodana Karanam Kamakateti Trivida Kamasangraha. Can someone try? Ladies, Mataji's. Any more Mataji's? Thank you very much. We wanted the ladies also to do at least two, because the men, they did two men, two of the Male devotees, they chanted, so we wanted to make it 50-50. So that people don't feel that they are being marginalized. We are all spirit souls. In fact, in spiritual life, this is where real social equity should prevail, isn't it? Yeah. All right, word for word translation. Gyanam, knowledge. Gyayam, the object of knowledge. Parigyata, the knower. Trivida, of three kinds. Karma, of work. Chodana, the impetus. Karanam, the senses. Karma, the work. Karta, the doer. Iti, does. Trividaha, of three kinds. Karma, of work. Sangraha, the accumulation. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, His Compound Acharya, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower are the three factors that motivate action. The senses, the work, and the doer are the three constituents of action. Please kindly responsibly repeat. Knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower are the three factors that motivate action. The senses, the work, and the doer are the three constituents of action. Purport. There are three kinds of impetus for daily work. Knowledge, the object of knowledge, and the knower, the instruments of work. The work itself and the worker are called constituents of work. Any work done by any human being has these elements. Before one acts, there is some impetus, which is called inspiration. Any solution arrived at before work is actualized is a subtle form of work. Then work takes the form of action. First, one has to undergo the psychological processes of thinking, feeling, and willing. And that is called impetus. The inspiration to work is the same if it comes from the scripture or from the instruction of the spiritual master. When the inspiration is there and the worker is there, then actual activity takes place by the help of the senses, including the mind, which is the center of all the senses. The sum total of all the constituents of an activity are called accumulation of work. Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyanajana Salakaya Sakso Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sachetaya Manobistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantika Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Godadaya Puspavanto Chitu Chandu Tamandu Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Itinam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyabadi Pasatgadi Satari Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Panchakalpataribhyaja kripasanubhya evacha patitanam pavanabhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. So, this is work psychology. So everything is there in the Vedic literature. We don't dismiss work because even Lord Krishna engaged in some service, in some work. In fact, Lord Krishna is described as Swadharmanista. Swadharmanista is somebody who is focused on his duties. Lord Krishna was very focused on his duty, on his duties, on his service. Very focused. What does that mean to us? Lord Krishna is Swadharmanista. We should be Swadharmanistas. Krishna teaches by his exemplary actions. And therefore, he didn't ask us to do something that he wouldn't do. Someone who asks you to do something they wouldn't do is not an exemplary teacher. And Krishna mentioned about exemplary leadership in his discussions with Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. So, this is the foundation of social harmony in society. And therefore, we find that in a modern day system, people are working so hard, but they don't understand the psychology of work. They don't understand who is the actual doer. We think, I am the doer. I work so hard. That's how I accumulate all of these resources. Yes, we may work so hard, but who is the doer? Who is the doer? Krishna is the doer. We are just but part of the constituents of work. And Krishna is the actual doer. We are used as instruments to be able to execute a particular work. We are not the doers. As soon as we begin to think we are the doer, we are in illusion. And this is one of the foundational conceptualizations in Krishna consciousness, that we are not the doers. We may be great, we may be well accomplished, and you see, it's so easy to get into trouble. Especially when you have gone to the top. It's so easy to get into trouble. And you find if you examine Americas very meticulously, you find that the people who are at the top in most cases are the people who got into big troubles. Because when on the top, you think you are the doer. But yet, you think everything is under your control. Everything works perfectly well because of you. But it's not the case. And so we find, even in the Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna was, when Krishna told Arjuna to embark on a fight, Arjuna was hesitant because, in one sense, he was thinking he was the doer. Then Krishna explained to him that, see, you just go and get the credit. I have done everything. I have finished the business. I have finished the deal. You just go ahead and get the credit. So work, we have to understand what are the constituents of work. And therefore, even in devotional service, we should know what is the appropriate modus operandi and modus vivendi in executing any type of work in devotional service. What is the actual operational value? What is the manner of that operation? What are we thinking when we are doing this service? You're thinking, you're doing this service for the temple president? Or you're thinking, you're doing this service for the temple commander? Because it's so easy to think like that. Oh yeah. Or you're cooking, and then you're thinking, I'm cooking to all these useless devotees. Cooking for all this. No. Whatever we are doing, and it's so easy, you see, in the temples, it's so easy to think like that because someone is asked to go and cook. And you think, why should I cook for all these people? But no, we don't do anything for anybody. We're doing everything in devotional life for Krishna. For Krishna. Yeah, so even your kids, taking care of your kids, you may get offended that you're working too hard and caring for this kid, but you're not really doing anything for the kid. That is your service to Krishna, because Krishna has given you some kids to be responsible for, to take care of. So let's understand the things from the grassroots. Otherwise, we can speak big Rastika philosophy, and we go home and then we're abusive to our families and anything else. It's so common, to speak big philosophy, and it's called what do you call philosophy washing. Philosophy washing means that we speak big philosophy with our rhetorics don't tally with our actions. That is philosophy washing. I mean, there are so many ways that we could do all of this whitewashing, but Krishna consciousness implies that we have to implement even the little things we hear every day. I am not this body. We have to implement that in our lives. Then we can get realizations. The difference between one who is realized and one who is not, as a realized soul, is a good implementer of the theoretical basis of the philosophy. There is implementation. And implementation is one of the most difficult things in knowledge acquisition. You can know so much, but what about the implementation? I mean, it's like we have a GBC, they make rules, they come up with some resolutions, and there are so many resolutions in our society. But the difficult part? The implementation. It's the implementation. Similarly, we read the philosophy, we understand, we are not a doer, but then the next moment we act completely the opposite. We act as if we are the doer. I mean, it's like the statement in the Bhagavatam, Pashyana pina pashyati. Even after seeing, even after hearing, I know that I'm not supposed to act like this. But I act like that anyway. So, we need to understand the fundamentals. And to have that understanding, we need to purify our senses and the mind. The mind and the senses. These elements could hold us back if they are in their polluted state. That's why we do the chanting. That is why we are doing the chanting. The more we embark on this process of chanting, the more we can see and understand things in the way they are. Otherwise, it becomes like a ritual. You know, you go to temple, participate in the kirtan, listen to class, and after that prasadam, then next Sunday, then another Sunday, then another Sunday. That's not how the thing should go. And therefore, we have to understand the foundation of Krishna consciousness. What is it that purifies the practitioner in Krishna consciousness? What is it that purifies us? Is Krishna's names, Krishna's service. And therefore, if we are endeavoring to do simple things in Krishna consciousness, we can be rest assured we'll be making progress in a very expedited way. But if we read the scriptures and we don't work on it, we don't implement it, it is very difficult to make progress. And therefore, we need a community, we need a society where people understand each other, people come together, support each other, and people have trust in the people around them. These days it's very difficult to get trust, even in the Fortune 500 companies. I remember I was recapping some of the things, some conference we had at Harvard Business School Working Knowledge Conference in 2012. And the theme was, why is it so hard for trust to be achieved in management? Apparently, the big Fortune 500 companies, the researchers have discovered that, the CEOs and the managers, people don't have trust in them. Oh yeah? But then they have to work. Why? Because they have to get some money at the end of the month. So we don't want our society to be like a Fortune 500 company where people don't have trust in the system. First, we have to have trust in ourselves. Oh yeah? You have to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, then how are you going to trust anybody else? Do you trust yourself? That's the question. We can't give what we don't have. And sometimes people who don't trust themselves, they don't trust anybody. It's like the principle of Atmavad Manyate Jagat. We tend to project our image in the whole world. I don't trust myself, so I don't trust anybody. If I'm a thief, I think that everybody else is a thief. And the pure devotee thinks everybody else is a pure devotee. Not just think, he is seeing the super soul in each and everyone's heart. So even for the dog, he pays obeisance to the dog. This is knowledge, the impetus. So Krishna consciousness is not a difficult philosophy. It's a simple, practical things you can see, and it's not abstract. It's not like, you have to think about things that you can't really see how it's happening. You can see what is happening, and very easy to apply this philosophy in our lives. So the basic principle here is to understand our relationship with Krishna and to have faith in Krishna. That Krishna, if Krishna is true Bhagavan Swayam, he can help us in any ways. And except we have that trust in Krishna, how are we going to trust his parts and parcels? It's very difficult to not trust in the whole and trust the part and parcels. And we see in Krishna's Leelas that he performed a lot of activities when I was on the planet. But then the whole idea is to rejuvenate trust and faith in the devotees. For the devotees to have. Otherwise, why would Krishna kill all these big demons? Even as a child, he killed demons, even as a child. Why? To enable us build up strong faith or trust in him that he can do anything. Otherwise, those miracles, there wouldn't be any need for them. So he says he came to enact all those leelas for our pleasure, but it's not just for pleasure. To consolidate our trust in him, what he can do. If you know that somebody, before you surrender to somebody, you should understand their potentials, what they can do for you. It's easy for anybody to surrender to the President of the United States. Because if even you are jailed, if even you commit a crime and you're jailed, he can come and release you and say, hey, get out from that place. So you trust him because of his powers. But Krishna has unlimited powers. And therefore, for us to realize all of these wonderful activities of Lord Krishna, we need to be focused on in our services. And that requirement, that demand is not coming from the ethereal space. Krishna himself is characterized as Swadharma Nishta, one who is fixed in his service, in his duty. Krishna had all of these cows and calves he was heading, and he never missed a day. He never missed a day. So Krishna also wants us to be like him, to act like him, to be Swadharmanistas, to be fixed in our devotional practice, to be fixed in our devotional service, to be fixed in our services. We don't need someone to come and remind us when we have to eat. Do you need someone to remind you when you have to eat? No. So, just like we don't need someone to remind us when we have to eat. We should not wait for someone to remind us about our service to Krishna. That is Swadharmanista. An intelligent child in the college, they know that they have to work so hard to be able to pass high grades to acquire the degree. So they don't wait for somebody to come and tell them to go and read. They don't wait for somebody to come and tell them to go and read. No. See, how many of you have not heard about what is happening in Los Angeles? I don't know what is happening in Los Angeles. Raise up your hand. All of you know. LA is the center of social culture in America. That is the hub of Hollywood. Hollywood. That is the hub of billionaires Some of them, they didn't even go to college. Some of the billionaires in Hollywood, they didn't go to college. They are rappers. From childhood, they're rappers. I've seen some of these kids. And 5-year-old kid, they rapping. Right. And before they become teenagers, oh, they build a big name. Hollywood. That's a place that is like, that is like the Vaikuntha of the materialists. They want to go there. They want to be associated with Hollywood. Because that is where you have all of these big time celebrities. But today, what is happening in Los Angeles? It's not dry season. It's winter. If it's dry season, we can understand. Okay. It's winter. Why this fire? Is someone in charge? Is someone in charge of this world? So we may work so hard to accumulate so much resources and build great fortunes, but we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. That's why, this is one of the reasons why Prabhupada emphasized on farm community developments. But people don't want that. People want to stay in the heart of these metropolitan cities where you can really go beyond immortal passion. So we should pray for the victims of Los Angeles, because even some devoted children are affected by that unpleasant development in Los Angeles. And so we are lucky here in Harrisburg, we are free. But we need to understand that there is nothing that is within our powers. Krishna is the doer of everything. As soon as we begin to take responsibility, then we have to take responsibility. As soon as we begin to take the pride and the name, we have to also be ready to take the disastrous effects of the outcome of those activities. So, see, our philosophy is not something abstract. You can see the destruction going on. Are we prepared to meet with death? It could come anytime. And therefore, we need to have faith in the system. We need to have faith in Krishna. If we have faith in Krishna, then we can do what Krishna says. So the idea is that we have to work as a community. Community comes from two words, commune and unity. Commune implies empathic communication. Empathic communication means you put yourself in another person's shoes. You don't say things that if the other person says those things to you, you will feel hurt. And unity, commune and unity. Unity means cohesion, working together. And we need that. Why we need to work together? Because there is always a higher productivity when people come to work together. That's the principle of synergy. Why we need to work together. So let's understand that work is there, but we need to work together for Krishna. Let's understand that we are not a doer, Krishna is the doer. And if we have this basic understanding, and whatever we are doing, whether we are pursuing our professional duties, schooling, or our works, or devotional activities, we should understand we are instruments in the hands of the Lord. And if even someone says, "Oh, Prabhu, oh, Manages, oh, it's such an amazing thing you have done." I was just reading in this Bhakti to Swami's book, Surrender. He said, "Don't take that praise. Pass it on to the Guru Parampara." This is where the Krishna consciousness is difficult. You see, each time the disciple pays obeisances to the Guru, Prabhupada mentioned this, the Guru mentally has to think of Krishna and the Guru Parampara at that time to pass that obeisances to the system. You think it's easy? Oh yeah. That's how the system works. And so we need to have that fundamental understanding of how to build a varied society. That varied society comes when we work together. And we can't work together when we don't trust each other. So we need trust. And we can't trust someone when they are not consistent. We can't trust somebody when they don't have the competencies. We can't trust somebody when they are not caring. Well, we can't trust somebody when they are depleted of confidentiality. If we tell them something about our lives, do they take us to the street? That's confidentiality. So this is the composite of the psychology of knowledge. Any comments or questions? Yes, any comments or questions? A simple talk. Yes, it's the gentleman here.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare
Wonderful, wonderful lecture. Thank you so much. On the theoretical part and most of the situation, we can understand Krishna is doer, but sometimes, someone acts as a forbidden action. So how do you understand that is Krishna's doer behind it?
That's a good point. Yeah, if someone performs an abominable action, how would you say Krishna is the doer? Yeah. So here is the logic to that. Let me tell you a story. When I was younger, brahmachari in the temple. So we have many brahmacharis in the temple, and we have also at that time we used to have brahmacharis also living in the same temple, the same building, just that they live on the top floor. So the brahmacharis are there to see whether you're a real. The brahmacharinis are there to see whether some of the brahmacharinis are there to see whether you are a real brahmachari. And so I remember the situation one time, and then one of these beautiful young ladies, she graduated from the university and she became a full-time brahmachari, all this stuff. So one devotee, one brahmachari got attracted to her, and in the process of the ongoing situation, at some point in time, the male devotee was beginning to start to accuse the female devotee that she was the cause, and her response was that Krishna is the cause of everything. He said that Krishna is the doer of everything. So yes, everything is sanctioned by Lord Krishna. That's one point. But how does Krishna sanction everything? Even for the bandit, for him to succeed in his job, in his activity, it must be sanctioned by Krishna. But The point is that we are being washed, and our desires matter a lot. So if we desire, for instance, if I'm desiring to get these glasses by all possible means, it might be something very tacit. Now Krishna is in my heart. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Riri Si Arjuna Tishtata. Sarva Saham Riri Sani Visto Mata Sarvam Pravatate. Iti Mata Bhajanti Ma Buddha. So Krishna is there. He is the source of knowledge, the source of forgetfulness. We want to forget him, he gives us impetus. We want to remember him, he gives us impetus. We want to be strong, he gives us the impetus. So if we are weak and then we got influenced by the material energy, that is also Krishna's energy. That is also Krishna. But it's because that is our weakness, and so we don't have the resistance, and so we become a victim of circumstance. We become a statistics. So yes, ultimately Krishna is the cause. But he allows us to do that because that is what we have been wanting to do. So he gives us the chance. If we are, see, everything the proper mentioned the purport, thinking, feeling, and willing. If we have a strong will, if we have a strong willpower, and we are praying to Krishna, Krishna would not allow the devastation or the unpleasant development to be implemented. But as soon as we turn our back to Krishna, Maya strikes. And that's why you find that another case and scenario, or another way to approach it, is that if we are focused on Krishna, we will not do anything evil. As soon as we focus even a moment of distraction, we can get into trouble. I give you an example. We are driving. The driver was driving a car. Some devotees were in the car. I was in that car. And then the driver were passing through a village, a community, and then the driver never expected that somebody there knew the Hare Krishnas. So then he had somebody shouted, Hare Krishna! And then he turned. The moment he turned, before he could turn back to the steering, boom! Accident occurred. So we could say, Krishna did that. But that was because of the inattention of the driver. So there are several factors that contribute to calamities, personal calamities, and community calamities. Several factors. Yes, but ultimately Krishna sanctioned it, otherwise it wouldn't happen. But the fundamental thing here is the consciousness of the individual. Yeah. Thank you. Any other comment or question? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. My question is, you discussed about trust. So, what are the good qualities per mode of goodness that we should see before trusting anyone?
Oh, very good. I just mentioned that. One of them is confidentiality. Another is consistency, caring, integrity. Competencies. You don't go to somebody, for instance, I'm not a doctor, and you're sick and you come to me. How do you come to me when I'm not a doctor? You go to the doctor because you have trust in the doctor. He has the competency. He has the skills. So if someone does not have the competencies, how are we going to trust that person is going to be able to execute that job? You see, the manager or the CEO goes away, he entrusts someone in charge because he has trained that person, the person has the competencies to be able to function on his behalf. So competencies is one of the C's in trust. Another C is caring. And caring here encompasses a lot of things. We need to understand that this person is deeply caring. And the caring is not motivated by any external factor. Sometimes someone could come up to you to try to do one thing or to give you something or to take care of you, but then the motivation is to control you. I mentioned that in one of my recent posts. And then, there's a German term for that. I don't remember the term because I learned those things when I was in graduate school. Different type of caring, okay? So someone may have a motivation to control, and then they come to try to do this and do that. And so, we should be careful. The devotee should be very, very intelligent so that we don't get driven to the brink of social disaster, even outside there. We should be very wise. So trust is a science. The psychological construct of trust entails a lot of things. And these are some of the things I was just mentioning. Another thing is egocentric bias. Egocentric bias means that I think I know everything. I bet nobody knows everything. Look, I may have a PhD in applied management and decision sciences. That does not make me a doctor of criminology. It's a different field. I didn't study that. I studied management and leadership. So if somebody says, because I remember I was in Washington, D.C. one time, so one devotee came to me, it's a Guru Kuli. He came to me and said, Vasudeva, there is a conference going on. Why don't you go and participate? I said, what is the conference? He said, it's a conference on pure science, I think physics or something like that. I said, that's not my field. He said, but you can always go to, present something. I said, we don't function like that in academia. Now, here is the problem here. Here is the problem. For most people, when they come to devotional service, and they tend to have this misconception that once you've been a devotee, chant Hare Krishna for some years, then you know everything. We are not Krishna. We are Jiva Tattvas. So let's not deceive people that we know everything. Just because I've been chanting Hare Krishna for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years doesn't make me know everything. We are not a psychosurgeon. We're trying to be devotees of Lord Krishna. Even Krishna's understanding is so broad and deep. We can't understand everything about Krishna. So for us to have trust in somebody, it's a big thing now. For us to invest our trust in somebody, we should look at first for the competency of that person. Second, consistency. Is he consistent about what he does? Okay, you want to trust this person. He's a pujari. Does he come to do his pujari or our pujari work when they are due for it? If they are consistent, yes, that is an element of trust. But there are a lot of those elements that are the constituent factor of trust. You don't just see somebody who dressed very nicely and with a limousine and you say, oh, I trust him. He might be a robber, So first, we have to get close to somebody and have a meticulous examination of that person, whether they have the elements of trust. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. I think the class is supposed to end here. Is that correct?
Maharaj, you can pick few more questions because I think the Sunday school kids are still downstairs.
All right.
Yeah, you can take few.
All right. Any other questions?
Prabhuji, just extending the point Nitya Gopal Prabhu brought up from the forbidden act standpoint. What is the role of previous karma in this situation when we are talking about doer in that context? Just wanted to understand.
Yeah. Thank you. See, in most cases, our sanskaras are some of the elements that drive us to particular actions. In other words, past the reactions, past actions, past energies we've been involved in. They drive us, sometimes they can drive us crazy. But it's not only the samskaras, his past actions are also there. For instance, we have come to this level of sitting down to hear class about Krishna or sitting down to chant Hare Krishna because we are devotees in our past life and we didn't make it. We didn't finalize it. And Papa mentioned about that in the Nectar of our Devotion. So that's past work that brought us here. And so if we don't take advantage, again, next life we have to come, but then we don't know where we're going to go. Yeah, so past work and past life, they have a part to play. Someone does not become the president of the United States based on just only their manipulation. No. Someone becomes the president of a world top class country because of some pious merit from past life. Now, how they use that power in this life, that is just up to them. You can build up a hellish future for yourself with that power, or you can create a positive change with that power for yourself.
So there is an element of free will that plays the role for your future.
Exactly.
So how do you define that?
How do I what?
Define the free will.
The free will basically is that Krishna loves us, so he gives us a chance to be able to utilize our what do you call our bearing of understanding what is good and what is bad. It's called conscience. So in the Skanda Purana, it is mentioned that if we follow our conscience, we will always be happy. But people don't always follow their conscience. If even they have their inner drive telling them, don't do this, I'll do it anyway. So even they have the free will and they have the support of the super soul giving some insight or some sense of direction. But in most cases, because we are covered so much by the illusory energy, we don't seem to understand and follow up with the conscience. So yeah, free will is there, and conscience is one of the fundamental principles by definition that guides our free will. If we can follow our conscience, most of the trouble we get into, we will not be able to, we can avoid that. And free will is a big domain in philosophy. Philosophers have spoken, have said so much about free will, but in some cases they don't have any conclusive statement. But in Krishna consciousness, you understand. Yes, you have a free will, but then you also need the mercy of the Lord to be able to utilize that free will effectively at your own advantage. That's why we pray to not abuse the free will. Like we have time. We can use the time nicely, or we can abuse the time. We have 24 hours. We can abuse our time, or we utilize our time. Is again based on our conscience. What we want to do for our better future is always not what we eventually end up doing. And therefore, we need mercy. We need to be guided. We need the mercy of the Lord. You see, when Yeshua was trying to tie Krishna up with a rope to the wooden grinding mortar, each time she tried, the rope is short by like 2 fingers. And the Acharyas have explained that our efforts is important, but it's not enough. We need the mercy of Krishna. We need the mercy of the sadhus. And that's why we pray to the Lord, we pray to the spiritual master and to Krishna to help us strengthen our willpower. Yeah. Any more?
Just a small continuation on that. So when there is a component of choice at that point of free will, adverse choice, who takes the onus of that as a doer?
Yeah. The choice is up to us. The doer, when you have a choice, you have to execute. And the doer is Krishna. Whether it is bad or it is good, the doer is ultimately Krishna. But if it is bad, we desire it. If it is good, we desire it. Krishna is fulfilling the desires of each and every living being since time immemorial. Therefore, Prabhupada mentions the purport here, our thinking, feeling, and willing should be focused on evolutionary tendencies, not devolutionary activities. It matters so much. A moment of negative thought can lead us to a disaster. Because Lord Krishna also mentions, by contemplating on the object of the senses, we develop attachment. From attachment, lust. And unfulfilled lust results to anger. And anger kills. Anger produces toxins in your system. So people who are overly angry most of the time, and they are more susceptible, vulnerable to heart attacks. Because the blood system is being poisoned with toxins. So yes, choice is there. And the execution, you need to understand, we need to understand that Krishna, of course, is the doer, he is behind everything. But he doesn't take the reactions. We take this is the funny aspect of it. So this is why we need to be able to be dependent on the mercy of the Lord, because life is very dicey. Life is so unpredictable. We have someone who is very good, and then tomorrow you hear they got involved in some terrible, horrible works of life. Yeah. In most cases, they didn't plan to become bad guys. But the subtle Prabhupada describes these laws of nature as very stringent. Yeah, so one of the things that we need to understand is that if we hurt people, that is one of the reactions that it weakens our willpower. Why? Because we are following a life of non-violence. Correct? No meat eating means non-violence. And according to the American Psychological Science Association, non-violence means when we hurt somebody or a group. So each time we hurt somebody, we have caused some violence. And this can accumulate and weigh on us. Because emotions are very powerful. And that is why we need to really see how we are treating each other as our brothers and sisters keepers. Bhakti Swami told us that we should treat people around us having in mind that this could be the very persons who are going to be there during my last breath on my deathbed. He also mentioned that we should think about the person we love most and extend that love, that quality of love to everyone around us. Then we will not hurt anybody. And our willpower will not be weakened. We hear of people who are very, very exalted and then they go down the drain. This is also one of the factors. To hurt people is very easy, especially when you're in high position. You ask me some questions, then I can just yell at you and insult you and talk all sort of things against you. But no, we have to be careful. The more you are high there, the more responsibilities you have. You're supposed to be a caretaker, not the enjoyer. Not that, oh, because I have this position, or because I'm a Swami, or because I'm a guru, or because I have a PhD, then I'm better than anybody else. No. Oh, I'm the breadwinner, so everybody in the house should just obey my command. My way or the highway. So it's very easy to hurt somebody. We can even hurt our family members. We get reactions. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we should not correct our dependence. But the way we do that should not trigger any hurtful feelings or emotional hurt. All right, we can stop there. Again, thank you very much for coming to participate in this Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
His Holiness Bhakti Vasudeva Maharaj ki. So one point that Maharaj came back again and again, that we are not the doers, but we can do thinking, feeling and willing. So my thinking, feeling and willing is to have Maharaj more often at our temple. So with that,
I hear you.
so with that, we'll get into the Guru Puja. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Devala Bhakti Sadma Bando Mui Savadana Mare Bando Mui Savadana Mate Ahara prasade bai ibabatuliya jai Jahara prasade bai ibabatuliya jai Krishna Prapti ho ja hoiti Krishna Prapti ho ja hoiti Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Hite Te Koriya Kya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Hite Te Koriya Kya Arana kori ho mane acha Arana kori ho mane acha Shri Guru Charane Rati Ese Uttama Gati Vivo Dipashare Pore Salva Asha Dipashare Pore Salva Asha Chakodan dilo je janme Prabhu se चक्रोदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से देवे ज्ञान हिले प्रकाशितो देवे ज्ञान हिले प्रकाशितो प्रेम भक्ति जाते अविद्या विनाश जाते प्रेम भक्ति जाते अविद्या विनाश जाते तेरे गाय जहर तरी तो तेरे गाय जहर तरी तो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदमा जनार बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदमा जनार बंधु लोकना लोकेरा जीवना लोकना लोकेरा जीवना प्रभु को रोया देहो मोरे बाधा जाया प्रभु को रोया देहो मोरे बाधा जाया एबे जा सगु सुखी भुवाना एबे जा सगु सुखी भुवाना जय प्रभुपादा 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 श्रील प्रभुपादा Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaur Haribo. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Satarine Evo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Guru Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaurahari, Nitai Gauranga, Gaurahari. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Guru Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaurahari, Nitai Gauranga, Gaurahari. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinanda, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana Gaurahari, Jaya Sachinandana Gaurahari, Gaura Gaura Gaurahari, Gaura Gaura Gaurahari, Nitai Gauranga Gaurahari, Nitai Gauranga Gaurahari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 He. 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 Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshama. Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rama Raghava Rakshama. Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahima. Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Krishna Keshava Pahima. Krishna 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 Hare. Krishna 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 He. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vivo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Balanadeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra Nitai Gora Chandra Gora Re. Jaya Nitai Gora Chandra Nitai Gora Chandra Gora Re. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Ranithai go, Haribo, 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 Nithai go, Haribo. Nithai go, Haribo, 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 Nithai go, Haribo. Go, Premanande. Jayam Vishnupad Paramhansa Privajakachaji Stotar Satasisi Maharaj Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramhansa Privajakachaji Stotar Satasisi Maharaj Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Prabhupada Ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnavind Ki. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki. ISKCON founder Acharya Sri Prabhupada Ki. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवा शरि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जगन्नाथ स्वामी की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की तुलसी देवी की भक्ति देवी की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Vaishnava.
Namaste Narashimhaya. Namaste Narashimhaya. नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलाददाहिने प्रह्लादलाददाहिने हिरण्यकाशिपूर्वक्षः हिरण्यकाशिपूर्वक्षः शीलटङ्कनखालाये शीलटङ्कनखालाये इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा यातो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा बाह्ये नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा बाह्ये नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव कर कमलवरे नाथाम् अद्भुत श्रृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तानुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमल केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे O Jaya Jagadisha Hare. O Jaya Jagadisha Hare. O Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nrsimhadev, 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 Jaya Nrsimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hariva, 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 Nitai Gaura Hariva. श्री श्री विघ्न विनाशक नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, श्री श्री भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitya Gaurachandra ki, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki Jai. I want to welcome devotees to our weekly Sunday program. Thank you so much for coming out. And thank you for more devotees coming out, because we had a special guest, His Holiness Bhakti Vasudeva Maharaj. He's downstairs having prasadam. So I want to thank all of you for being here. Would like to take a moment, just like how, Jit Mitra, those of us that came early for the program, as of the New Year's Eve, we are introducing a couple of new things. And one is that right before the class starts, we chant one round together. And I'm sure we all are feeling how potent that is. It's really, really potent. And like we were saying last week, is when we start chanting one round before the class, it increases our concentration and focus on the holy name. It also helps us to focus on the lecture because we are receiving the knowledge. So our mind should be very, very clear. So when we chant just one round, is very powerful. Just chanting one round, it really clears the mind. So when we are hearing the lecture, we are able to receive it. That the whole reception concept, so that's one new thing. And we started that last week, and now we're going to continue with our another tradition. I would like each of us to take a moment, 30 seconds, look to your left, look to your right. You have no one on your left, so we'll have someone stand next to you. I'm talking to my husband here, and welcome them with Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna! It's a wonderful experience. And I always say that because it's very personal. Krishna consciousness is a personal philosophy. It's not an impersonal philosophy. And the more we become personal with each other, the more it will slowly help us to build loving relationships. As per Srila Rupa Goswami says, we have to develop loving relationships. And we start by greeting and saying Hare Krishna. Sometimes we get so busy and we forget to greet, like last week. Some of us have other services. So when the evening goes by, we forget to even see someone and say, oh my God, I forgot to greet that person. But this is a perfect setting. Look to your left, look to your right, and greet. And the best thing is to greet us with Hare Krishna. That's the favorite. So thank you so much. I want to say a few announcements. One is, how many of us really, really enjoyed the class this afternoon by Maharaj? He's an excellent speaker. I tell you, I don't know, Jitmitra, if you had the chance to share his introduction. You did. So Marge is actually very, very, very intelligent. I would highly request everyone. Marge is sitting downstairs having prasadam and actually talking to devotees downstairs. You're most welcome to go sit with him, ask him any questions you have. He is very, very friendly. He's very approachable, and he loves to share Krishna consciousness. So please do not hesitate to go down, take darshan of Maharaj, and ask him any questions you have. And please, we always ask questions that are Krishna conscious, that relates to our spiritual growth, because this is a spiritual master we're talking about. We never go and ask him, Marge, how was your health? He's not interested about his health. Marge, how was your sleep last night? He doesn't care about his sleep. His only care is, how can I give Prabhupada to everyone? So please take that opportunity to see him downstairs when you're done from here. Couple of announcements. We have 2 festivals coming up next month, so please do mark your calendars. February 9th, Sunday, it happens to fall on a Sunday, is the appearance of Lord Varaha. And many of us know that pastime. Who is Lord Varaha? The boar incarnation of the Lord, which we will hear. So if you come on February 9th, we will hear glories of Lord Varaha, which falls on Dwadasi. So please do block your calendars for that. And the very next day, Monday, February 10th, an evening program for the appearance of Lord Nityananda. He was born right before Lord Chaitanya. So we will have an evening program. February 10th, Monday evening, is the appearance of Lord Nityananda. So please do block your calendars and come out for that. It's also very nice, we've mentioned this last week, that now we are seeing more devotees joining the Japa call. It's really, really, really inspiring. When it started off, there were only 2 people. 3. Now we have what? 8, sometimes 10. So if you would like to join the bandwagon, as we say in America, to join the Japa call, all you have to do is call in free of charge, sit down, chant as much as you want, whether it's for 1 round, 2 rounds, 5 rounds, it does not matter. You don't have to stay the whole time. But it starts from 5 a.m. till 7:30, so you can jump in and jump off as you wish. So, and if you don't have the link for the Japa call, please come and see me. I'll be very happy to share it with you. So please feel free, just jump on the call and just chant. It's very nice to chant with devotees and also with Prabhupada's voice. So please do that. I don't know how many of you also, we give out the 2025 Back to Godhead magazine for ISKCON. And if you did not receive a 2025 calendar, please do come see me today, because if not, they're going to be shipped out to our donors. So before they get shipped out, I cannot promise you that you'll have anything in the next couple of weeks. So please do come get it from me if you do not have the 2025 calendar. The 2025 ISKCON calendar actually has dates of all Ekadasis throughout the year, all Dwadasis, all Vaishnava festivals, and so on and so forth. You can't go wrong with it. So please come in and get it from me. Last but not the least, if you would like to get Mahaprasad, that is on sale at the gift shop. Please do get Mahaprasad if you would like to purchase one, whether it's for your family, for your friend, probably your lunch snack for tomorrow, or your tea time snack. Believe me, devotees do take sweets for tea time. So if you want a tea time snack, the Mahaprasad is on sale at the gift shop. So please do, stop by the gift shop and get something. And Jitmitra, you can lead us in the Prasadam prayers, and then we'll go down, see the deities, and go down for Prasadam. Haribo.
Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmani Vaishnave Salva Punya Vatam Rajan Visasnaiva Jayate Sarira Vidyajal Jarendriya Tahe Kal Jive File Visay Sagare Tara Madde Jivayati Lava Maya Sudharmati Takejata Katim Samsare Krishna bara doyamai, kori vara jiva jai, sa prasadana dilo bhai, te annamrita pao, Radha Krishna guna gao, preme rakho Sri Chaitanya Nitai, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Sri Radha Shyam. Jai Sri Radha Shyam. Jai Jai Sri Radha Shyam. Ayo.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare